We join the Yakovich brothers, with Mick querying why Jack sometimes censors or whacks some of his naughtier words.
Yeah, you're a talented man, and you haven't been kicked off the internet, or we haven't been kicked off the internet because of that talent of quacking.
I think it's only because not many people watch. I think if enough people started watching it, there'd be a few complaints. They'd go, look at these cunts, we've got to get rid of them.
I was thinking the other day, I got enough fucking footage of you. If I posted it, I could get you fucking arrested, no dramas.
Welcome to a podcast that's not like the others, inappropriate and raw. It's the Yakovich brothers.
And that's probably a nice segue into Pauline For PM.
How bad has the country got when that's almost a serious consideration?
When I heard that poll the other day, and she's second in the polling, I thought, fuck. But that's a good reason why we should have an IQ test before you vote, for a start. If your IQ is under 80, you're probably fucking clinically, what's the word you're supposed to use now? Not mental. You're not allowed to say that.
I think you can say mental, but you can't say retarded. I think that's the word.
Oh, retarded.
Mm.
So anyone with an IQ under 80 is probably retarded and they shouldn't vote. Are you allowed to vote if you're retarded and over 18?
What the fuck? That's it. I'll look that up and post the answer on this fucking video.
Yeah, find out, because that'd be interesting. I don't think they should be allowed to vote. I don't see why they shouldn't. Everyone else is.
They're not going to do any worse than fucking
exactly.
people.
Except sometimes they might have trouble filling out them little bits of paper, putting the ones and that in them little boxes.
Can I have another ballot paper? Because I fucking ate that one. Yeah, the fucking social media algorithm, the engagement algorithm is that's what's created the divide. And I think what's happened is it's given rise to the extreme left, because the extreme left's got a bit of a free run because they're the good guys. And no one sort of listens to the extreme right because everyone knows the extreme right's the bad guys. You know, like fucking Hitler and his mates.
Huh? Yeah.
So you got the rise of the extreme left, and you've got Newton's third law of motion, where every action creates an equal and opposite reaction. That in turn brings up the extreme right. And that's how you got Donald Trump. If the internet wasn't there, Donald Trump never would have got elected. And it's probably the same with Pauline, I reckon. You know, like,
yeah.
She gets a lot of traction on, a lot of hate, but a lot of traction on bloody social media. And it doesn't matter. I said something positive about it the other day, and I've been smashed ever since. I said, how stupid has our country become where people are actually considering Pauline Hanson as Prime Minister? But you still got to admire her fucking tenacity and bloody resilience for all the shit she's gone through. Like, she was jailed for fucking 3 months on a trumped-up fucking political bloody charge. It was political manipulation of the law system. And she's sort of like Nelson Mandela when you look at that.
That's a stretch, isn't it? Where the fuck did you get that?
I don't know, but I used that, and it's got a few
blocks. A lot of games now you mention it.
But just saying she was resilient, and people just fucking coming back at all this shit. And I said, well, she cops shit all the time. I said, look at you fucking commented, and you bagged her out all through your comments. I called her Pauline, P-O-O-R-L-E-E-N. I said, you can't even fucking talk about her without bagging her out. So it shows resilience.
It does. That's one thing she has been resilient. She's stuck by her guns. She hasn't changed the narrative any, and
yeah, well,
you got to admire her for that.
And then they're bagging her out for not turning up for all the sitting days. Well, fucking, you look it up, and Lydia Thorpe hasn't turned up something like 75% of hers. And
that's probably not a bad thing. Except we're still fucking paying her. I can't believe that shit.
If you are an Aussie and voting is what you saw, then it doesn't really matter if your Barbie's a few snags short. Intelligence and polling don't go hand in hand. How else would you explain the election of the knobhead Adam Brand? It makes no bloody difference, whatever your political views, even if your top paddock is missing a couple of rules. The AC will count your vote, they really couldn't care, as long as you put a number in every bloody square. If IQ was a factor that were to be implemented, then places like inner Melbourne wouldn't be represented. The Greens and One Nation would fade into the past, and our boy as Prime Minister would soon be given the odds. But in our southern land, there are 3 ways that voting is restricted. You lose the right with a 3-year stretch of treason when convicted. They can also stop you voting if you care a river cock. They can knob you in for being a moan with a letter from a dog.